Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Today in this video, we are going to discuss about the SM-6 missile system which has been developed by US. It is being deployed on the destroyers of US Navy and it has been projected in recent days as being capable to destroy or stop hypersonic missiles. So today we are going to discuss whether it is going to function and how it is going to function and what are the problems attached with it and how effective is it against a hypersonic missile. SM-6 missile has got three variants. First one is the basic variant which had inherent problems with it, as is the case with any military weapon which is developed and which is the first or the basic variant. You always have some problems, some issues, and that was there in SM-6 basic variant. So the researchers worked further and developed SM-1A, and that variant was projected to be dealing with the problems inherent in the basic variant, and now it was projected to be a better missile. It was tested and it was able to stop some medium range ballistic missiles. This was reported in the media. SM-6 missile was developed to stop ballistic missiles which move at supersonic speeds and which are in the final seconds of their trajectory just before they hit the target. Then comes the third variant of SM-6 missile, which is called SM-6 Dual. SM-6 Dual variant of SM-6 missile is more advanced and it is designed to target ballistic missiles as well as cruise missiles, and that is why it is being projected to be able to counter highly maneuverable hypersonic missiles. So this is all about the SM-6 missile system. So these are the claims made by US Army, Navy and Armed Forces. But we are going to check whether it is true or not. SM-6 missile system has been projected as one of the most advanced air defense system against missile targets by the US Armed Forces. But as per reports, SM-6 missile system is still under development and new variants are being tested and perfected day by day. Three variants have already been deployed, which is to protect the US Armed Forces against air-based, land-based and sea-based threats. SM-6 missiles have been designed to block incoming ballistic missiles and cruise missiles as well. It is also designed to counter separate re-entry vehicles released by these ballistic missiles at the terminal phase of their flight. It is to be noted that at this point of time, these targets are moving at hypersonic speeds, and some of these targets have maneuvering capability as well. But these re-entry vehicles are not as nimble as a specifically designed hypersonic boost glide vehicle. Hypersonic boost glide vehicle also follow an atmospheric trajectory compared to a conventional ballistic threat, so it is difficult to spot and track them. All these discussions may lead us to conclude that the claims made by US Navy Vice Admiral John Hill may be true. I repeat, these claims may be true, but for some specific scenarios, and that too for some specific variant of SM-6 missiles only. Further reports suggest that SM-6 Dual 2 variant was also tested last year, which is dubbed to be a sub-variant of either Block 1 or Block 1A. But it failed to knock down a surrogate medium-range ballistic missile. Another variant of SM-6 is under development, which is quite different from the earlier ones. It is projected to be available by 2024. So the claim of Vice Admiral John Hill appears to be vague and hypothetical. Even if we keep everything in the discussion apart, how can you claim to test your counter capability without having developed your own hypersonic boost glide vehicle? It is a long road ahead for US Armed Forces. Everything regarding hypersonic counter capability or hypersonic capability appears to be vague and fiction. We shall conclude the video here. We shall come up with more updates and more analysis in our upcoming videos. If you like the video, just give us a like. If you want more updates and similar reports, just subscribe to our channel. Assalamu alaikum.